doing well. Miss Katie here. I'm excited to be with you in spirit on the internet, even though we can't physically be together this week, while we decide the best way forward to keep everyone safe. This week, we're going to read another book. And I chose this book because God, who we believe in as Christians at church, has laid out a path for us. And we do our best to be faithful. A couple weeks ago, we learned about the 10 best ways. And last week, we talked about the importance of prayer as a way to encourage ourselves and for God to help us and for us to communicate with God as we try to follow the path that God has set out for us and to be faithful. And so today I just wanted to read a book, not specifically about the path that God has laid out for us, but about a road that has appeared before the main character, that the main character tries to follow. And this main character, they ask a lot of questions that I think are questions that all of us, adults and kids alike, ask as we seek to be faithful. And when we think about faith, what do you think that means? I think that faith is about relationship. And so to be faithful to God is to pursue and to, follow God and to maintain a relationship with God, just like you have a relationship with your parents and with your guardians and with other people in your family, with your teachers at school, and hopefully with other people in our church. So here we go. Let's read this book. This book by Cleo Wade is called What the Road Said. Have you ever wanted to go in a different direction? Have you ever wondered if there was something more, something out there, something just different? I did too. Then one day, I was walking my usual way home when, out of nowhere, for no reason at all, almost as if it were magic, a road appeared. I could not believe my eyes. So I walked over to it and I said to the road, "Where do you lead?" And the road said, "Be a leader and find out." Be a leader. How do I start? I asked. The road smiled and said, "You have already started." Well, what happens when I get there? "We have just begun," said the road. "Do not skip straight to the ending. Enjoy the beginning and the middle, too." What if I get scared? That is okay. You are brave, said the road. But what does it mean to be brave? I asked. The road guided me through a very gloomy forest. Even though I was frightened, I trusted the road. And as I took one step and then another step after that, the road gently whispered, "Being brave is when you are afraid of doing something, but you do it anyway. Do not let what scares you keep you from continuing on your path." Sometimes we do have to be brave. And sometimes it's hard to know what being brave means. Will I always move forward? Not always, said the road. Why not? Because sometimes you will stumble backward and sometimes you will stand still. What if I fall? Everyone falls at some point, said the road. But I will always be there when you land. What if I get lost? There may be some days that feel long and dark, said the road, "but I promise that no matter what, I will give you the evening stars and the morning sun to light your way. What if I grow weary or get hurt? I will give you trees of all shapes and sizes to shelter you when you need to rest and heal," said the road. Can we see where the shelter is here, under the tree? What if I get lonely? "You are never alone," said the road. What if I change? "Come with me," said the road. And as I moved forward, the road introduced me to a caterpillar and a family of seeds. We did not stay long. The road began taking me on a journey through the seasons. I watched summer turn to fall, and fall turn to winter, and as spring was upon us, I realized we had gone in one big, beautiful circle. I looked down and found I was standing in front of the caterpillar and the seeds once more. Only the caterpillar was no longer a caterpillar, and the seeds had turned to flowers of every color, swaying in the sun. The road then raised me up and said, "All things grow and change. That is the magic of being alive. You too will find your wings. You too will bloom. No living thing is meant to stay the same." What if I need help on my journey? Ask your fellow travelers along the way. What if they are mean to me? Lead them to kindness, said the road. How? By being kind. What if they want to fight? Lead them to peace, said the road. But how do I lead them to peace? By listening to their stories, telling them yours, and reminding them that you are all on this journey together. What if the world around us is filled with hate? Lead it to love. How? By sharing the power of your love with it, said the road. What if something unexpected happens? Keep going. What if there are mountains that feel too tall to climb? What if there are rivers that feel too wide to cross? What if I get my heart broken? What if I feel stuck? What if giving up is easier? Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, said the road. What if I can't do it? You can, said the road. How do you know? Because you have come this far, said the road. I said to the road, "Where do you lead?" The road said, "Be a leader and find out." The end. What a beautiful story. I think that it's very exciting to think that all of us are following different paths and different roads, and that our lives, whether we're very young or very old, are going to take us to all kinds of different places and to meet all kinds of different people. But we are not alone. And even though sometimes it might be scary, and sometimes we might make a mistake and take a wrong turn, we can do it. So we just must keep going And friends, I am so excited to see where you go. And maybe this week you might dream dreams about where you want to go or things you want to do. And maybe you could draw a picture of what those places are. And I'm excited to hear all about it when we're back together again. Be well.